Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm back with you in the YouTuber's car series, and today we're with Eddie from Smells Like Gasoline, who came to show me all his cars. Eddie, thank you for showing me your cars, especially your impressive DB7.
It's my pleasure.
It's my first time seeing one. I only recently got interested in Aston Martin, and I'm glad to see yours. From what I understand, it came from far away.
The first time I saw it, it looked fine aesthetically, but there was a major problem. The thing is, the front subframe was missing because of the mechanic who had worked on it. He was checking the condition of the lower engine. And unfortunately, some bearings made an unexpected trip, so they spun in their connecting rod on one of the cylinders. So I bought it knowingly without really knowing what I was going to be able to do with it. But seeing that, well, it wasn't easy to find a replacement V12. And in the end, it ended with a trip across the channel.
Yes.
Where I met a guy, by the way, really nice, who sold me his engine. I put it in the engine management light, my workhorse, then brought it back. Later, I installed it in the car, and it worked. Fortunately,
Quite a project though, because swapping a V12...
a big gearbox, so it worked. Then, of course, there were small things that didn't work, and I couldn't test before. The gearbox that I replaced as well.
Yet it's a manual gearbox.
So it's a manual gearbox, but, well, it's a T56. It's a very well-known gearbox. For swaps, especially with a large V8S or bigger, it's the same gearbox as the Viper.
All right, okay.
But there are a few weak points, especially with the linkage and the shift forks in the gearbox that can bend. This one also had two badly damaged synchros. It's hard to find parts to rebuild these gearboxes in Europe, so I decided to replace it. There's still work needed on the suspension, electronics, and a broken radiator. The main thing was definitely replacing the engine.
Because basically for what you have with the wheels, your thing is actually to buy cars that need a bit of work done on them.
There needs to be lots of work. Otherwise, they cost more than I can afford.
All right, okay.
So there you go. That was it. This is my second DB7. The first one broke an axle far from home, so I returned it. I've wanted one for a really, really long time, so that's honestly the reason why I'd have a hard time selling it.
Yeah, I understand. Plus it's in a setup that honestly instantly had a strong visual impact on me.
People usually either love or hate it.
The color is beautiful. I love unusual setups, so this is definitely my cam. I just noticed the rear rims design, which looks even more aggressive than the front ones. Look at the design.
They're much wider at the back.
Yeah, that's it. The stick, actually, that's on the outside, and it looks like there's some kind of offset, but only from the center of the rim. They're really pretty, just like the DB9 I was lent. It's equally well equipped with brakes front and back. And the color, look, well, I don't know if it's going to show up well on camera, but what is it? Is it some kind of bluish green?
They call it almond green.
All right, almond green.
It's a classic Aston color, notably seen on the DB4.
Yeah, with sunlight reflecting on it, it's beautiful. We're used to seeing them in black or gray.
I'm a big fan of the front end of the car. At the back, there are a few small flaws, in terms of proportions, I think.
All right.
Where it drips a little bit, but the full face is beautiful, I think.
Yeah, it's nice, huh? There's a bit of the DB5 in it. You can see a bit of the DB5 again. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually took back the grill's shape. That's a characteristic of my model. It's that I chose not to put the grill back on.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's no grill.
I have it. It's a grill that looks like aluminum, but it's gray plastic, you know? I don't think it's nice, actually.
Oh, okay.
I just prefer to have it. I'd likely leave it as is and not reinstall the original grill, since it looks cleaner without it. Removing the sticker will help too. I'm a big fan of selling this car.
Yeah, I can understand, yeah.
It's not the best looking B7. The most beautiful is the original 6-cylinder.
Oh yeah? They're not the same?
In general, from my point of view anyway. The first versions of the models are always the prettiest.
All right.
These have been made a bit heavier because they had to include in particular a bigger bumper, fog lights that include the turn signals and things like that.
All right.
That detracted somewhat from the first car, the original version, which is much more streamlined.
Yes, there are actually fewer things. It's less visually heavy, yeah. All right, okay.
But still, I like it anyway.
We're not going to complain.
What makes the car interesting is that the first version has a 6-cylinder engine. It's a Jaguar engine, and on top of that, it's supercharged with a compressor. A good engine that almost matches the output of the V12.
Okay.
But it lacks both the sound and torque.
Oh, wow, it's huge. And so you went ahead and swapped that yourself?
Yeah, we took out the engine. I think everything was done at night, you know? It was after work with a friend, a pastry chef. Christophe, we took out and put the engine back in with a lot of difficulties. Halfway through removing it, you need to take off the exhaust manifolds, both during removal and reinstallation.
Oh, pure joy.
So it's complicated.
Because here it was really forced in. Look at the continuity of the intake manifold. With the throttle, it almost rubs against the side of the car.
Yeah.
There's really no space, actually. It really looks like it's two 6-cylinder engines that they've put together in there. And the system, is that the accelerator pedal system?
Yeah, it's the rudder pedals that distribute. Between the two throttle levers, it's like a lot of V12S from that era, mostly in the early 90s. As with BMW, everything is duplicated. Flow meters and control units.
Yes.
Each side has a module that manages the knocking.
All right.
An onboard diagnostic system connects the two. Yeah, that's it. There are two management systems.
Oh yeah, still, it's a real feat. Honestly, I won't hide it from you. It terrifies me. It really terrifies me. As an engine, I think it's incredible, but with others, yeah, it's magnificent.
That's really the genesis of all the Aston V12S that were put into production afterwards, so to speak. So that's easily 15 years of production.
Still, yeah.
And it's a very successful engine.
These are the Cosworth-developed engines, right? Yeah, okay.
Actually, Cosworth didn't really do the tuning. They just handled the assembly of the engine. But it's a very good Ford product.
Yes, that's original for them. Still okay, like the DB9 is 6-liter. What's the engine displacement here?
Here, it's a 5.9 liter. Actually, it's between the DB9 and this one. They're almost the same engines.
Almost the same, yeah.
Even in terms of power, there's very little difference. The Gran Turismo version of the DB Spet produces about 20 more horsepower, around 500 compared to 440, if I remember right.
All right, yes, we're very close.
And here, we're in the territory of the DB9.
Oh, it's 450. If I'm right, the DB9 is close to that. We'll also show some of the interior, as there's more to discuss and see. It's not black. It has the same interior as the exterior. That personally I approve. Two-tone beige and green leather looks beautiful with famous wood and incredible seats. It almost makes me think of a car that would be a Lacoste edition, kind of like the 205 and the little one. Ah, that's nice. And the little DB7 Vantage plate, the interior is beautiful.
Now that you mention it, it would make a good DB7 Roland Garros. Yeah.
Yeah, Roland Garros or Lacoste. It's funny, reminds me of that, especially Roland Garros. It's very pretty.
There's a lot of leather and wood in this car. Even the headliner, actually. It's made of suede.
Oh, wow. Oh, yes. Okay.
The few plastics used aren't very refined, but at least they're easy to find since they're mass-produced Ford parts.
Oh, yes. Okay, because what I was thinking in the new DB is that there is actually almost no plastic. They used leather everywhere, just using what was on hand. Are you saying we can find this in a Ford?
So, from the Ford group, it's a lot of Mazda parts and some Ford parts.
Okay, I understand. So how about we take it for a drive?
That's the whole point of the car.
I'm really excited right now. Let's go. As I mentioned earlier, this video is sponsored by Carly.
This car's nice. It has a start button.
Ah, that's not true.
That too, if I remember correctly. It's a feature of the V12. The 6-cylinder had a pretty standard key start.
And is that original there?
Yeah, they wanted to make the moment a bit more memorable, I guess, to set the mood. What's nice about this engine is that it runs faster when cold than when warm. It's at 1,100 revolutions per minute now. You can maneuver the car without accelerating. There, you see, you've got good pickup.
Ah, yes, awesome. Without touching the throttle. Okay, interesting.
However, that's really the only thing that makes the car easier to use. It's a pretty difficult car to drive.
All right.
The really simple thing is the throttle sensitivity. It's absurd.
It's too sensitive.
It's super sensitive.
Conversely, it seems very flexible in suspension.
It's a good compromise here. It's quite firm for a car from that era. Late 90s, it's still relatively firm, but like you said, we're not talking about a supercar.
Yes.
I think the Corvette is stiffer.
Maybe I find it too stiff because I just got out of the Corvette.
This one is just a little bit noisier than the so-called standard versions. Because when I bought the gearbox, I also got an engine and an exhaust.
All right.
So the engine, I rebuilt it and sold it, and the exhaust, it has what they used to call the sport option back then, which they sold for quite a high price. When I had both my original and new exhaust systems removed, I had a good laugh. Because the 4,000-pound option, actually, it just consists of removing 2 mufflers from the system and replacing them with 2 straight pipes.
Geniuses, they're geniuses.
There you go. So just to have one less thing. You owe 4,000 more.
Well, it's a bit like Porsche too, where they make you pay for options on certain 911s, where you pay more to have fewer options and, as a result, less weight in the car.
The lightweight versions, yeah.
There you go. The lightweight versions are extra. Welcome to the world of luxury cars. Ah, that's impressive. Ah, this finish, it's incredible. I'm ecstatic about the green color of the dashboard of...
Well, it's very British, meaning it's well presented, but you shouldn't look too closely.
It's poorly made. So for me, well, it's handmade, so I'm very tolerant about that. But we can't complain. Look at the Alcantara style on the headliner. It's sublime. It's just sublime, and it's a four-seater too. Yes, we understood each other. Yes, that's it. There's a lot of leather in the back. It's impressive. The dashboard there, yes, there, all the way to the end of the windshield, actually, okay?
In my opinion, they got scared, considering the prices for the DB7 when it came out. Much, much cheaper than previous Astons. That it might be seen as a bargain car.
Low cost, yes.
Yeah, so they still kept working on the interior and the presentation on the materials to make sure it's well perceived. But it didn't fail. It carried an Aston reputation for a long time and likely still does. Low end.
Oh yeah, so in terms of options, I see heated seats, air conditioning, just the bare minimum, everything's there.
You see, the most high-end thing, let's say, offered at the time was the Global Positioning System Navigator, which was actually very poorly integrated into the dashboard.
Oh, it was here.
Yeah, there's a terrible version.
Yeah, okay, we can't see it. I see the thing, yeah.
This one has a pretty good audio system, by the way, optional, with 2 extra amps in the trunk.
Okay, but here, the car radio, it's
a rotating original Kelwood system that was likely very expensive back then. Even a pretty funny anti-theft system where you have a transponder to use. You see that? And actually, that's the anti-theft key. That means you press the button, it tells you, yes, yes, I'm receiving the signal from the correct transponder for the radio. So it's good, it works. Otherwise, it stays locked.
Ah, yes, okay, they were, they were complicated back then.
Yeah, but I think it was still a system. In France, it was probably around 15,000 francs.
Yeah, okay, I see the type. Yeah, I see exactly the type.
So you see the gearbox on this car, I was saying it was fragile. And besides, it's probably the aspect, that weakens the car the most in terms of driving. The gearbox isn't bad, but it's not great either.
All right, okay.
It's not very well guided, the locking is a bit off. It's lacking a bit of precision. And in the end, this car is probably more enjoyable with an automatic transmission.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially for travel, since it's already missing something basic for this type of car, but the cruise control.
Oh, there isn't one?
They sold it until 2004.
Oh yeah, without cruise control?
No cruise controls available, not even as an option.
Complicated, yeah.
It was available on the 6-cylinder and V12, but they couldn't fit it in.
Alright, but maybe there wasn't enough space in the engine bay, then yeah. I know that cruise control units back then were actually pretty big.
Yes, especially since we're not using electronic components here. We also have the vacuum units and more. It can get complicated quickly. That said, there are people in the aftermarket who have installed them.
Yes, well, yes, it can be installed, of course. Anyway, I have to admit, I'm having a really good time right now. Riding as a passenger in a stunning DB7 on these amazing roads, you really do have beautiful roads here.
The transmission gearing is still absurd. I calculated it, and with this ratio, you could theoretically hit 430 kilometers per hour. The final drive ratio is far too long. For example, in 6th gear at 90, we're only at 1,600 revolutions per minute.
Ah, yes, okay, right, exactly.
It still has good pickup with 5 liters of displacement, so acceleration isn't a problem. But on the Gran Turismo, they put something more consistent where actually you reach the top speed almost at the rev limiter. So that's 305 kilometers per hour. This one goes up to 298.
Yeah, okay.
So, it's true that if I ever redo the differential, I'd be very tempted to put in the new ratio.
In any case, it seems to have a captivating sound when accelerating.
The sound alone makes the BD7 worth buying. You have to roll down the windows.
Yeah, let's lower them a bit.
But after the red line, for me it's a bit addictive. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, definitely. This thing moves more than honorably. On the other hand, it's very torquey, smooth, and takes you from 1,000 revolutions per minute to the red line just as well. That's the big advantage of the V12.
But it's not something that's mind-blowing for someone who's used to a really high-performance car because it's heavy. It weighs 1.8 tons.
These engines are truly refined, making this car a rare exception. And you feel that it's really the mechanics that propel you, that actually give you sensations you'll never find in modern engines. That's inimitable. Big engines, big cylinders, and on top of that, in manual mode, it's pure happiness.
What they did with the exhaust, you see, honestly, I prefer this because the exhausts they put on the later DBs and so on weren't as good. The sound is suggestive by design, but it feels somewhat artificial. Here, you're still dealing with something where they've put on an exhaust system and it makes a bit of noise, you see.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's pretty loud.
Okay, I get it, since with the DB9 it did sound like there was a bit of...
With most cars, you notice the muffler affecting the exhaust sound. But with this one, the sound seems accidental.
That's it, and it generally works very well.
A V12 set up the way it is with that opening angle, it always makes a nice sound.
It makes a nice sound, yes. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, all right. Just that, you know...
Yeah, well, you know, this car actually, if you forget about the price, the brand and so on, it really reminds me a lot of the M5.
He just sent me a drift anyway in the DB7.
It probably happens rarely in the DB7, but the car is well suited due to its long wheelbase.
Yes.
A lot of torque, the limited slip differential.
Which is effective, huh?
It does its job, so it's not in great shape, but...
Oh well, going downhill it was more than decent. I wasn't expecting that one. No, that's a big regret, actually. No, and I know that this car, on the other hand, it kind of messed with your head a bit, yeah.
I had it for a while. I drove a lot of miles drifting.
I'm not surprised.
I admit, yeah, there are some common features, and in the end, you find it's just as easy to get it sliding.
Yes.
It's hard not to overdo it, that's the problem.
After the 5 Series, the advantage is the same. The chassis is long, so once it starts sliding, it's actually perfectly manageable. It's a bit like the Chaser. You know, I love them in Japan. The E39 is clearly the same, but on the German side, actually.
They're not tricky cars. They don't give you sudden jolts.
No.
Mainly because the grip level isn't high. These aren't ultra-efficient cars. And the fact that they're not that efficient actually adds to the driving pleasure. That's just how I see it. A car that sticks 100% to the road is dangerous. It's almost dangerous in the end.
And after a while, you get a bit bored. Me, I like it when the car is like that. Yeah, that's it.
I still have the original tires from when I bought the car.
All right.
First, it slides from the front.
Ah, yes, okay. It's incredible. It's totally absurd. Totally absurd.
I avoid transferring because I don't know her very well yet. I don't often get the chance to do it. And when you don't have much room to get to know the car, it's...
Yeah, it's complicated. Yeah, yes, I agree. Because here, a transfer, the cost, it's got to be extremely high, yeah.
It seems like you're doing your thing without really pushing the engine, both in sound and behavior.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You're not going for the red line at all.
You're out of throttle, but it still runs fine.
That's it, exactly.
It doesn't scare anyone.
No. Surprisingly, it's a very calm behavior.
Yeah, so it's good that we took this car to go see the Caprice.
Yes.
If we manage to start it, you'll see that it's completely the opposite. So we'll go through the DB7, the Caprice, and finish with the Maserati. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, well, that works for me.
And the thing is, it's also fun to mess around with it.
I love it with the black rims like that, the triangular ones, it's beautiful.